You don't really know what you're getting into. You know what you're going to find until you take it apart, and there's a lot of unknowns. Wood is romantic. Woodworking is romantic. There's something that just makes your soul fulfilled, is to work with your hands and restore or create.
There is something to be said about the aroma of fresh-cut lumber and the timeless presence of handcrafted woodwork. Tucked away and hidden from the busy traffic of Austin, Texas, John Hindman and his talented craftsmen are picking up where time left off.
These windows right here are 140 years old. All they really need is to be sanded, painted, do the glazing, the paint, and they'll last another 100 years or more, and they just need basic maintenance.
So you're a window guy.
We're a woodworking company, and we primarily do windows.
Well, saying John Hindman's a window guy is putting it mildly. This entire shop is dedicated to restoring and preserving old historic wood frame windows in everything from private homes to national historic landmarks. Several years ago, John noticed these old relics were being discarded, tossed away, in place of fancy vinyl and aluminum double pane this and that. Well, it was at that time that this Austin woodworker became a tireless advocate for saving old wood windows.
This is a double hung sash. We're just doing final painting on these. I see windows as jewelry. I see windows as sort of the soul of the building.
So these are almost finished.
These will be installed today or tomorrow. When I mentioned the soul, I think when you remove those components and put in, like a new vinyl window or an aluminum window, you lose so much of the charm of that house. It's just removed. And so you have something that's neither old or new now. It just kind of changes the DNA of the house or the building. We did Comal County Courthouse, which is in New Braunfels, and Live Oak County Courthouse in Cornell and Grimes County.
While John was busy returning the souls to private homes and courthouses, the call came from the busiest historic site in Texas, the Alamo.
We had to work at night. And we had to work from 7 p.m. at night until 4 in the morning, pulling all the windows out, and we did all their doors.
You're making this laundry list of, we did this and this and this, and the Alamo. And the Alamo.
I know. But the Alamo and the buildings around it have windows, and old windows and old doors, and that's what we do.
Then, after the Alamo, came the Western White House of President Lyndon Johnson.
You don't want a copy of the White House, you want the White House, It is something that is amazing is you're in a historic place, LBJ's bedroom or study or office, and no one is around. You can just sort of meditate or think back and it's quiet. It is a different experience to have those places kind of to yourself.
Do you ever let it really sink in that they don't let just anybody work on the Alamo or LBJ's ranch or any of that?
I know. I think we've been really fortunate to do some of these jobs and have access to these places, but they need it. This is O. Henry Hall, and it was built in 1880 and named after the writer O. Henry.
He lived in Austin, right?
His house is just down the street. It was built as a federal courthouse and a post office. And so we have pictures of, horse and buggy going by, and it was a very different era. So everything around this building, you have to kind of, in your imagination, picture not being there. It was a big building.
How many windows total for this building?
So there's 110 double-hung windows and about 50 transoms. If you replace the components with new, then you end up with a copy or a replica of a historic building. So at the Alamo or at LBJ's Texas White House, you really want, the furniture, the windows, the doors that were there when the history was taking place there. Fixing and replacing these sashes that are bad and putting everything back together, this has never been done before. So think about it, in the year 2118, they might need to do it again.
John Hindman likes to say old windows are like jewelry. the soul of a building. While he may not be able to save them all, at least these ornaments of history, with John's touch, will continue to frame the sunlight and preserve the view for at least another century.
It's just so interesting to kind of go back in time.
You spend a lot of time back in time, all day, every day while you're working on this stuff, don't you?
That's where we work. That's our context, is 100 years ago, 120, 30 years ago. The work that we do is the same that they did then.